palace to eat, and Satyabhama had prepared so many variety of preparation. So when it came to Krishna, Krishna took some and said, I can't eat. And that I remember from my blister. So Krishna said, I cannot eat. He said, what happened? You're okay? What happened? You cannot eat. He said, well, my whole tongue is burned. I cannot eat, it is burned. So Radharani was one who drank the hot boiling milk, but Krishna's tongue was burned, not Radharani's tongue. So that intensity is there of love. That's how Radharani loves Krishna. That Krishna took her pain, and same way when there is pain on Krishna, Radharani takes. They are non-different. So therefore we sang this song, I think Juhu Goswami has sung that, Krishna Premamayi Radhe, Radha Premamayo Hari. In Bhagavatam, this relationship, about Krishna and Srimati Radhika, Krishna himself said about the gopis, how they are man-manaska. They are man-manaska, machitaha. So we are not man-manaska. Krishna says for us, man-manabhava. Our mind is not engaged in him, but their mind is automatically engaged in Krishna. So the gopis or Srimati Radharani is to be told as man-manaska. The man-manaska has three meanings. One meaning is Radharani's mind. She always thinks about Krishna. That is one meaning. Other meaning is Krishna always thinks about Radharani. And third meaning is each other thinks about each other. That's called man-manaska. So anything happens to Radharani, that goes to Krishna. So that is the one pastime, that how Krishna loves Radharani the most. That he took all her pain, and from Krishna's side, Radharani loves Krishna the most. That as soon as she heard that, this hot boiling milk has come from Krishna, she drank. So this was Satyabhama way of doing things. Now, Rukmini way of doing things. So one day, Krishna came from Sudharma Sabha, and he was walking in the, he took out his crown and gave to Rukmini Devi, and he was walking up and down. So Rukmini Devi asked Krishna, my dear Lord, I have a question to ask. Other day in our meeting, when, you were asked, who loves you the most? Then Krishna stood. He was walking, but he stood. Then Rukmini said that, you said Radha. He said, yes. So she said, may I know what such a quality she has, what she does special that we do not know. Maybe we will try to improve. And that is the sign of a disciple or a lover or a son, or dependent, whoever dependent. If something we do not understand, then instead of speculating ourselves, we should try to go and ask. If you don't understand, ask to your guru. If you don't understand, ask to your father. If you don't understand, ask somebody who knows about this thing. So Rukmini put a nice question, and Krishna did not reply immediately. He said, well, let the time come, I will let you know. So I am sure you all must be knowing that story of Charanamrit or Dhuli, the dust from the lotus feet of Radharani. After a few days, Krishna got headache, and the Vaidya or Ayurvedic doctor was called. I will not say doctor. Doctor means allopathic doctor nowadays, but those doctor means Ayurvedic doctor. So they are called Vaidya. So Vaidya was called. He said, nadi, everything is there. And he was perfectly fine, but he has headache. Now if Vaidya comes and checks everything and he tells today that you are fine, then we will say, why are you doing all this drama? You are okay. Doctor said, come on, get up, let's go. But they couldn't say to Krishna this thing. They couldn't say Krishna. Because Krishna is ever truthful. Satyam, Vratam, Satya, Param, Satyam, Satyatma, Joni, Nihitam, Cha Satya. He is Satya Vrata. He is situated in truth. He cannot speak lie. So, after hearing that he got headache, and doctor doesn't find the way. So everybody was lamenting and thinking what to do. Nobody knew the remedy for Krishna's headache. Then finally, somehow or other, Narad Muni, his, bhakti avatar, Narad Muni is the incarnation of devotion. So, devotion, bhakti comes from bhajadhatu. Bhakti means to do something in order to please with our senses. So Narad Muni is bhakti avatar, so he came to do something for Krishna's pleasure, who had headache. So as soon as Narad Muni came, and he wanted to know where is Krishna. He wanted to meet him. Then they said, he is not feeling well. He said, what happened? He got headache. So Narad Muni went to see Krishna, and he saw Krishna, he lying on the bed, he had headache. So he asked, did you call the Vaidyaji or doctor? He said, well, we called Vaidya, but Vaidya said he had no problem, everything is okay in body, but still he had headache. Then Narad Muni is the greatest Vaidya. He is the doctor of the mind and master of the soul. So Narad Muni comes and he checked. And for some time, he became very serious. So everybody started looking at Narad Muni. What happened, something. And he really became serious. He said, oh, he had very, very dangerous disease. Very dangerous disease. So everybody became more curious and serious to know what disease he has. So Satyabhama said, all right, he may have disease, but please tell what is the cure, because our Vaidyaji has no cure. So Narad said, cure is very simple. Cure is very simple. Disease is big, but cure is very simple. He said, what is cure? He said, anyone who feels that he loves the most Krishna, if they can give Charanamrit, some places say Charanamrit, some places say the dust. And both are powerful. Bhakta pada dhuli yar, bhakta pada jal, bhakta bhukta avases, teen mahabal. There are three greatest potency or greatest strength in our bhakti. Is bhakta pada dhuli, the dust from the lotus feet of devotee, mean lover of Krishna. Bhakta pada dhuli jar, bhakta pada jal, or the water which has washed the feet of devotee, we call Charanamrit. And bhakta bhukta avases, and the remnant, the food stuff left by a Vaishnava. These three are very powerful. Bhakta pada dhuli jar, bhakta pada dal, bhakta bhukta avases, tir mahabal. So Radharani is the greatest devotee. And Narad is also greatest devotee. So Narad Muni said, if anybody who thinks that they love Krishna more than anybody else, if they can give the dust from their feet and that is applied on Krishna's forehead, then his headache will go away. So everybody started looking at each other and nobody had answer. And sometime when you don't have answer, either you become angry or you cry, basically, especially lady part. They become angry or they cry, either one. So Rukmini Devi, out of everybody, others were crying, but Rukmini became angry. He said, Naradji, you are the Dharma Pravartak. You establish the religious principle. You are Dharmatma. How come you are teaching or saying something which is against the religious principle? Narada said, what did I do? I said, well, you are saying that anybody who loves Krishna the most, and if they give dust from their feet, do you mean that I don't love Krishna or we don't love Krishna? Krishna is our life and soul. We love Krishna. I said, well, if you love Krishna most, then give the dust. He said, how can you do that? We take the dust from Krishna's feet and we apply as kumkum. We apply as a powder. And we feel so fortunate by taking the dust from Krishna's feet. How can I give the dust from my feet? I said, well, that's the medicine, if you really love Krishna. But Narukmuni said, but do you know what will happen if I give the dust, then I have to go to hell? Then Narad said, that's true also. What you are saying is true. That you have to go hell, that's true. If you give the dust from your feet and apply it to your husband's forehead, yes, you will have to suffer the karma, you have to go to hell. Then nobody would say anything. I mean, if you see between man and woman, woman's sentiment is much, much higher than man's. They come forward fast for this kind of emergency. Take everything, but cure my son, cure my husband, cure my father, like that. Man will start thinking 2 times, what should I do? Is it possible in market I can get that thing? Replacement and so on, so forth, all these things. You start thinking about women. They don't think anything, just take it, because they want to see that person pleased. So Krishna moved. He saw nobody is coming forward. So he looked at Narad. He said, Narad, you saw all the Dwarkavasi. Please go to Braj. See if the Brajvasi, although they are bereft of me, I promised them that I will come, but I have not gone. Krishna promised to Nand Baba, that time, and to gopis, that he will come. When he was leaving, when Akrura was taking, then he told to Radharani was the last one who met Krishna. He said, Tastatha tapyate vrikshaha swaprasthane yaduttamaha santvayamasa sapreme ayasya iti daityake. When Krishna was going, ta tatha tapta virkshakya, when they were burning in separation from Krishna, just by thinking that Krishna is going. Swaprasthane yaduttamaha, when the topmost of Jadu, Krishna, was going, Swaprasthane. Swaprasthane has 2 meanings. When going permanently is Swaprasthane. And Suprasthane, going very nicely by pacifying everyone. To each one he met. And this was the last one, that was Radharani, that he met there. Swaprasthane. Santvayamasaha. He pacified that. How? Sapremahi. With love. He told them, with all the humility he had in command and his love, he told them, Ayasyaha, I will come. I shall come. Yadi daityakehe. This way he pacified them. So this is what to Radharani. And then, when Nand Baba and everybody, they had gone also with Krishna to Mathura. So while they were coming, now Kansa was killed, everything was done. So while Nand Baba was coming, so Nand Baba said, okay, let us go now. Now time to go. So Krishna said, yes, I can come. Now my job is done. Krishna is killed. But Baba, do you know? Still there are his friends, like Jarasandha, his own father-in-law, Sisupal, Dantavakra. There are many other powerful demons are there. If they hear that Krishna has killed Kansa, immediately they will come to Braj. And you all have seen from Putana all the way till Kesi, how they have tried to torture all of you in Braj. Now I am not there. And even if I come there, so powerful, like Jarasandha, Sisupal, Dantavakra, they will attack whole Braj. What can we do? We have only a stick. They have all different weapons. We have only a stick. What we will do with a stick? And in Braj, there is no fort. At least Mathura has a fort. So, when he was explaining like this, and then he said, but anyway, I was there with you all for, 14 years. Now I have come here. Let me experience some time with Devaki and Vasudeva also. After all, they are our relative. So Krishna said to them, Yatam juvam brajatataha vayam cha sneha dukhitan gyatiyavo drashtu isyamoho vidhaya suhidam sukha. Yata juvam brajatata. My dear father, please go to Braj. Yata Juyam. Juyam means all of you. Please go to Braj. Bayam cha sneha dukhita. Bayam, these people who are in Mathura, like Devaki, Vasudev, Akrur, and all other brother of Maharaj, Vasudev, they all are sneha dukhita. They were also very unhappy. They were tortured by, these two words, Bayam cha sneha dukhita. Means all of them, they also love me. This is one thing. Other thing is dukhitam. They have been tortured by Kansa for so long. So with my love, I will nourish them. I spend some time. Gyatya o drashtu isyamo vidhaya suhridam sukha. Now you please go, and after some time I will come and give sukham, give happiness to all of you and stay with you all. So he had given, while going, he gave this message that I will come to Radharani. And when Kansa was killed, then he gave this message to Nand Baba that I will come. So he has given this message. So he asked Narad that I am cruel. I gave the word to Radha that I will come. I gave word to Baba that I will come. But I have not fulfilled my word. But I know they love me so much. So please go to Braj and find out if they still remember and get some dust from their feet if possible. So Narad Muni goes to Braj, and on the bank of Jamuna, he meets Srimati Radhika. Radharani has become very lean and thin. Hard to recognize that she is Radharani. Because it has been described in Birahani Radhe that how in separation of Krishna, everyone in Braj were feeling separation. The cow could not graze. They were simply looking towards Mathura. And they had tears in their eyes. All the cowherd men, the friend, daytime somehow or other they are passing their life. But morning and evening, they had hard time to pass. Because morning time Krishna will go. So all the cowherd women, they were feeling about Krishna, that now he is going, he will get hurt, this thing, that thing, so many things they are feeling. And they are joyful when Krishna is to come. So both Vipralambha, Sanjog and Viyog, both were there every day. And then Nand Baba and Yasoda. The Yasoda, even Krishna, when he became bigger, like after, when he came Poganda Avastha, like 6 years, when child feels that I should not walk naked. And that time when he wanted to take bath, and mother said, no, I'll bathe you. He said, no, I'll take bath myself. And she wanted to dress. He said, no, I'll dress myself. So she thought something went wrong to Krishna. I mean, he had grown up, but she thought that, mother always thinks my child is a small child, no matter how big he become. So same way, Yasoda always thought Krishna in that way. So Nand Yasoda, they were so unhappy. Yasoda was so unhappy that one point has been discussed that when Nand Baba came from Mathura, Yasoda, when she heard that Krishna had not returned back, when he was going, she gave a promise to Nand Baba, Yasoda, that you must bring him. And he said, yeah, Krishna said we are going to kill Kamsa and coming back. That was the whole agreement. And when Krishna did not come, then Yasoda, she became so angry to Nand Baba. He said, better you die. Can a wife say to her husband, that also Nand Rani? Better you die. Why you didn't die? Why did you come without Krishna? So Krishna was the life and soul of Braj. So that was the position of the Gopal. And the Gopi, Srimati Radha Rani, she has given up eating and everything. Many a time she wanted to die. And she was praying. If somebody is so much in pain, they pray to Jamraj, please send me death. Now I want to die, I want to die. So Radharani was praying, I want to die. But the moment, she remembered, no. If I die and Krishna hears the news that I am dead, he'll become very unhappy. She said, no, I will not die. So she didn't want to see Krishna unhappy. That was her goal. So that Radharani, when she saw, Narad could not recognize, but Radharani recognized Narad. And she asked Devarsi, where are you coming from? And then they started telling. And then Devarsi said, I am coming from Dwarika. Oh, Dwarika. So how is everything okay? How is my Lord? And then Narad Muni told what happened. And that moment, when she heard that Krishna had a headache, she almost like fainted. And then slowly she came in consciousness and she asked. So nobody from Mathura had brought any Vaidya or anything. So Narad describes everything what happened. And so as soon as she heard that anybody who loves Krishna the most, gives the dust. So Radharani does not say that I love Krishna the most. Otherwise that love is not the real love. That Krishna loves me the most. That's what definition yesterday we gave, a pure love. So immediately she gave the dust. Take the dust as much as you want. And then Narada asked, Hey, Boli, Lali, you are really Gaonwali. Do you know what will happen if you give this dust and apply to Krishna? He said, I do not know, you are Pandit, you are devotee, please tell me what will happen. He said, you have to go to hell. So Radha said, so what? Let me go to hell, but let Krishna be happy. That is unalloyed love. Now, so this way the dust came And that is what, when all the queens of Dwarika, they ask about why he loves Radharani the most. And that was the reason. That look, you can see the difference. So this love exchange of love of separation was only felt by three. Other four. No, actually three. One is Srimati Radharani, she is the founder Acharya of love of separation, Vipralambha. Second is Madhavendra Puri. And third is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These three people, they really felt the love in separation from Krishna. And Madhavendra Puri, as we all know, that it is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Anybody remember the sloka? Right. So that was the love that Madhavendra Puri has. And, same love Lord Chaitanya has. That kind of love. There one more story in this connection, and that was when Radharani became so restless without Krishna, and whenever she saw the cloud, the blue cloud, she used to think that Krishna is coming, Krishna is there, and she used to talk like mad lady, mad man. So one of the girlfriend of Radharani, her name was Chandra. And Chandra could not see Radharani's situation like this. Although Lalita Abhisakha, they used to pacify Radharani off and on, and she used to get fainted all the time. But Chandra could not tolerate it. So one day Chandra asked Radharani, Srimati, do you remember that once Krishna lost his position from you when you became the queen of Braj? Then he had given undertaking that he is your maid servant and he will do as you want. So there is whole this agreement paper has been signed. I, the son of Nand Baba, village such and such, date such and such, date such and such, time such and such, promise that unconditionally I am the servant of Srimati Ji. So earlier looks like there was a system. If some king is there, everybody had out the bond paper. So, and everybody had to give. Like we are discussing now, here in India especially, that we are taking giving appointment letter and taking a resignation letter. After some time, he may say, no, I will not resign, so better give in advance. So that was maybe system. So Chandra took that, she asked Radharani. Radharani said, yes, I have. So Radharani said, Chandra said, give me. So Radharani gave that paper to her. Then said, okay, I'm just going and bringing him. I'll bring him right away. So Chandra, when she was going, Radharani said, wait. When you are going, okay, you go. First you ask him how he is. First you ask him. Secondly, then you tell about us, that how we are going through. And after hearing our situation, if he desires to come, then yes, Radharani asked that, okay, what you will do with this paper, the bond paper? He said, no, I'll go and I will meet the king of Mathurapati, and I will talk to him. If he agrees to come, I'll bring him. If he doesn't agree, then I'll show this paper. And for not fulfilling what he has signed and written, he had to be made bandi. Bandi kya bolenge? Prisoner? Yeah. And then I will get him tied, his hand and leg, and I will drag him and bring him here. So as soon as Radharani heard about dragging, she became unconscious. She couldn't tolerate to hear that I will tie Krishna and drag him here. She said, no, 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 no. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Then Chandra said, then what should I do? I should go and fall at his feet? Such a rascal? He's giving so much trouble to you. I'll fit on his feet. I'm not going to do that thing. So no, no, no. Please just go. First you talk about him. How is he? Then you tell about us. And even after hearing about our situation, if he doesn't wish to come, let him be happily situated where he is. So that's the real love. So these two pastime shows that how Radharani loves Krishna the most. But she never claims that I love Krishna the most. Rather, she thinks Krishna loves me the most. Now, carrying forward this fourth one, the sloka, Radha Gandharvika Goshta Juarajaka Ikamitaha Gandharva Radhika Chandrakantir Madhava Sangini. So Gandharva Radhika, one who is worshipped by Gandharvas. I'll just read, then we'll talk. Radharani, a virtuoso in music, is the source from which all raga spring forth. Once, on the eve of Magh Purnima, Purnamasi declared, on this auspicious day, any woman who worships Basanta Madana, Krishna, the springtime god of love, at the foot of an Asoka tree will be blessed with the abundance of wealth and cows. Upon hearing this, the elder gopis consented for their daughter-in-law to perform the puja. Now, we know Jatila and Kutila. One was a sister-in-law and one mother-in-law. They are very greedy. Actually, whole plan was done for Radharani to meet Krishna. And Purnamasi Devi was well respected in Braj. So, and she was Brahmini, and she was the one to arrange the Leela of the Krishna in different way. The meeting of Radharani and Krishna, that was her job. So when she said this thing, Jatila and Kutila, when they heard, of course everybody believes, whatever Purnamasi says, because she was the eldest in whole Braj. So Gargacharya and Purnamasi, they were the well respected in whole Braj. So as soon as Kutila and Jatila, they heard this thing, immediately the daughter said to mother, Mother, this is a good opportunity. We must send, our sister-in-law, my sister-in-law, to there to worship the Basanta Madana. She didn't know the meaning of Basanta Madana. And Purnamasi very nicely described how to worship and everything. So upon hearing this, the elder gopis consented for their daughter-in-law to perform the puja. Seeing the opportunity, Sri Radha adorned in a vibrant Sriman Sari, Sriman Sari, ventured into the forest under the genuine of conduct conducive and Basanta Madana Puja only to rejoice with Krishna. So real thing, Radharani understood what does Purnamasi means. What does he mean by saying this thing? So she dressed up very nicely. Actually, those days, Prabhupada also said, a chaste wife is one who dresses only for her husband, nobody else. So she dressed up very nicely to go to meet her beloved. Amidst of the forest, Brinda Devi announced, O Radha, Matanga, a celestial Kinnari, Gandharva, has arrived. Now Radharani is, considered that way. Has arrived. Krishna has appeared, he came. Has arrived to surrender you with the Harbina. Radha's moment of bliss was heightened by Krishna's sudden entrance. With a flute in his left hand and a flower bow brimming with vermilion powder. Vermilion powder? Vermilion powder in his right. Krishna was a vision of divine merriment, encircled by Subal and others, all singing holy hymns in jubilant. So this is also the beginning of Holi. So if you all know the Holi of Braj, especially Holi of Barsana, is very famous. Even today, thousands of people go from all over the world to see Holi of Barsana. So they started throwing the powder on each other and they started singing. So Lalita and Visakha, they're playing with different instruments. And Radha and Krishna, they were dancing and chanting a different song. In eventuality, adorned Krishna, landing a charming hue and fragrance to his hair, tilak, and eyebrows. This event underscored Radha's celestial stature, a Gandharva Radhika. One revered by the Gandharva. During Holi, this celestial being descended to Braj to perform for Radharani, much like an springing artist seeks the honor of presenting their craft before legendary singer, signifying the high esteem and privilege of playing Radharani presence. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami English is very tough. Prabhupada English is very, very soft. Okay, second name is Chandrakanti, the one whose radiance rivals that of the moon. During a playful moment with his cowherd companion, Madhumangal and Sridama, they were the closest friend of Krishna. Lord Krishna noticed Madhumangal's hunger. He suggested that Madhumangal pray to the divine creepers of Vrindavan, which are Kalpa Vriksha, tree that fulfill desire. As we know, Madhumangal is son of Purnamasi and Gargacharya. And Madhumangal is a Brahman. He is always hungry, 365 days. He eats more than anybody else. So, once when Krishna was performing his first time, I just remember Madhumangal. So in Banabhoj, everybody used to bring something and they used to divide and eat. So one day, Krishna asked Madhumangal, that Panditji, you have been eating that we bring every day. You never brought anything. So tomorrow you bring something. So now Madhumangal, he thought what to do. A poor Brahman son. He went to his house, to Mother Purnamasi, and he asked his mother, Mother, so this is the situation, what to do? So I said, my dear son, we don't have anything at home. He said, no, just see if there is anything. And she saw, she had some chach, buttermilk, right? And that was very bitter, because it's old buttermilk and very bitter. So what to do? I had to take something. So Madhumangal mother, she put some jaggery or sugar, made it sweet, and she gave. But still it was bitter. So when everybody was sitting and eating, Madhumangal was feeling bad. So he sat one corner and he was trying to drink that. And Krishna saw. And he ran to Madhumangal. So Madhumangal, what did you bring? And Madhumangal, he had already taken, the half buttermilk in his mouth. And Krishna put his face like this, and all buttermilk came out. So Krishna really loves his devotee. So that's why Madhumangal, Krishna loved Madhumangal more than anybody else among because he was poor. Madhumangal and Mansukha, they are very dear friends. Madhumangal heeded the advice and was delighted to receive delicious candies and variety of food. Balaram, observing this, expressed his appreciation for the creeper's benevolent nature. It was then that Purnamasi arrived and revealed that the creepers were none other than virtuous and venerable Gopi. Mukhara Gopi, grandmother of Srimati Radha Rani, whose complexion shone with the brilliance of countless moon. Upon hearing Srimati Radha Rani's name, Lord Krishna was visibly moved. Purnamasi insight illuminate Radha's epithet, Chandrakantir, the one whose radiance rivals that of the moon, a luminance amplified a millionfold. The last name is Madhava Sangini, the constant companion of Madhav. Typically, Radharani and her companions, the Sakhi, cowherd girl, conspired to play trick on Krishna. In this particular pastime, however, the table are turned. So usually there are two sides. One side is Krishna's side and other side is Radharani's side. So in Chamatkar Chandrika, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur tells one story, the story of pearls. So there was some festival, and in festival time, we know how the ladies, they dress up very nicely. Throughout the year, they will keep their cloth, good cloth, in box. Nowadays, suitcase, and then jewelry, everything they keep. But festival time, they will take away all their beautiful, nice sari and costly sari and jewelry. Now also they do. Now the jewelry are kept in bank locker. They have only plastic jewelry. But earlier it was very nice. So all this cowherd girl, headed by Radharani, they all got a lot of pearls and they are making the garland of the pearls to decorate themselves for that festival. So Krishna heard this news. So he asked one of his friends, Subal or others, why don't you go and ask Radharani to give this pulse little bit once. So he went, poor fellow, and he asked Radharani. Then she said, why he wants this pulse. So he came and asked Krishna, why you want this pulse? He said, go and tell that I want to make a pulse garland for my couch. So Subal went back and he told Radharani that Krishna wants this pulse so that he can make pulse garland for cow. Radharani got so mad that he comparing us with the cows. She became, she threw him out, get out from here. I will not give any pulse. Go. All right. So when Krishna heard that Radharani had treated like that, then he went to Mother Jasoda. He said, Mother Jasoda, please mother, give me some pulse. I need some pulse. Then Jasoda said, what will you do with the pulse? He said, I will do farming of the pulse farming. So Jasoda was laughing. He said, what pulse farming you are talking about? He said, just you give me and see. So Krishna took that pulse. He went and threw in the field. After some time, the pulse plant came and a lot of pulse came. And these pulses were very beautiful, very nice, shining. So the word went around. So Radharani, she is very limited. And they were making pulse garland and putting the cows, Still festival had to come, putting the cows. So the gopis, they were shocked. So Radharani asked Lalita, why don't you go and find out how Krishna did this? We'll also do the pearl farming. Ask Krishna the secret. So Lalita came and asked to Krishna, please tell how to do this thing. Srimati wants to know. And she also wants to do pearl farming. He said, no, she cannot do. It's not possible for her. He said, what are you talking about? She wants to do. He said, all right. So you have to till the field. Then in order to make this pulse white, you have to put a lot of milk. And after putting the milk, then you put the pulse. And you don't put the pulse far away, very near. Then it will become very big tree and nice. A lot of pulse will come. So she went and told to Radharani. And sure enough, next day Radharani planned the whole thing. And whatever pulse they had for making the garland, they took the pulse and put it there. And they looked at 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, no pulse coming. So finally, Lalita went to Krishna and said, Arey, you are a cheater. You told like this. What happened? Then Krishna said, see, you are so proud of the pulse. I asked for little pearl and you are not giving. See, you didn't give me, so what happened? Everything gone. Okay, tell Srimati, if she wants pearl, let her come and ask me. I'll give as much as she wants. So that's the other way of love, Krishna. So this way, usually Radharani and Krishna, they were, always in competition with each other. But many a time, they were together. So Radharani, known as Madhava Sangani, she is, constant companion of Madhava. So one day, Radharani and Krishna, they were sitting, and Krishna spoke to Radharani in very playful manner and pleasing manner that let us plan together something to make everybody astonished. So that day, Krishna decorated Srimati Radharani, very nicely decorated, with the black powder and yellow mixed together. So he dressed her such a way that she was looking like Krishna, exactly like Krishna. She made Radharani like Krishna. And he made her wear yellow dhoti and float and peacock feather and everything. So both of them, they sat down. Radharani and Krishna, both they sat down together. And these gopis, they were looking for Radharani and Krishna. They were looking for Radharani and Krishna, where they are. They couldn't find anywhere. They went Bahulaban, this one, that one. Nowhere they found. And finally, when they came to Bansi Bhat, And then they saw that two Krishnas sitting here. So they got little, this thing confused. What is two Krishna? There must be something. So this way, only Visakha was one who could identify who is Radharani, real Radharani, and who is Krishna. So this way, Krishna is known as, Radharani is known as Madhav Sangani. He always with, Krishna. That's Radharani. So this way, there are many pastimes Radharani. We'll hear more tomorrow. If anybody has any question. Yes. Hare Krishna. They are same in a sense, sun and sun sign. One is Prakriti and other is Purusha. Krishna is Purusha and Srimati Radharani is Prakriti. Like sun and sun sign. They are non-different. There is no existence of sun sign without sun. And without sun sign, nobody can know where is sun. You got my point? If sun sign comes, sun does not come first. What time sun rise here? 5:30, 6 o'clock? 6:30. So when you get up 6:30, what do you see? You see sun sign. And then, sun has come. So with sun sign, you know the sun. Without sun sign, And sun sign cannot be without sun. So both are interdependent. They are non-different. So Radha and Krishna are same way. They are interdependent. Radharani Ahladani Sakti. Yesterday I explained that Krishna, love is from Radharani. Krishna gives love to everybody. He is all attractive because that love comes from Radharani. Just like sun is recognized due to sun sign. If there is no sun sign, how will know sun? Yes. Everything I come from Krishna. He Iswarah Paramaha Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Means cause of all the causes. He is Adi Purusha. Any other question? Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Well, in 70s it was not there. 80s it was not there. I am telling the origin after 95, because some of our senior devotee, I will not tell the name, he knows, they started going to Narayana Maharaj, Mathura. And in Gaudiya Math, they have this Dandavat Pranam. In Veda Vest, you type Dandavat. Then you will see Prabhupada, one lecture and one somewhere written, that now they are only Dandavati devotee. He criticized, they only Dandavat. They don't mean what it means by Dandavat. They only say lip service. I think 2 or 3 places he criticized. Yeah, one in lecture also. So, this came after 95, not earlier. Many things has come up, new thing. Like when you chant Hare Krishna, we raise our hand. It was not there. Again it came in 90s. Earlier we just Hare Krishna. For Haribol, yes, not Hare Krishna. So, okay. I mean, we have to keep Prabhupada's moment as Prabhupada gave us. Prabhupada said, I have given you everything what is needed for you to go back home, back to Godhead. If you start adding something, you will simply spoil it. So we don't need to spoil. Otherwise, just imagine, this is only second generation, right? If we start adding something, it had to go for 10,000 years. So if everybody start adding, then ISKCON will not appear as ISKCON was founded by Prabhupada. So we may go here, but again come back. So we should always come back. Therefore, we should read always Srila Prabhupada books. If you read Prabhupada books, then no problem. Then you will be on track. All right? Hare Krishna, chanting, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. In dancing and chanting, do that. Yes. Urdhavahu, dancing Urdhavahu. Udgayate, nartate cha, madbhakta jukta bhuvana punati. One can purify the whole universe by Udgayate, Hare Krishna. Nartate cha, by dancing. Udgayate nartate cha. But it should be done madbhakti jukta, with devotion. Not for show up, with devotion. Any other question?
Come across the challenging propensity. So how to counteract that challenging propensity, to maintain Srila Prabhupada's standard in the center of our life?
Disciple means discipline. So if we are disciple, then we have to have discipline. And discipline is set by higher authority. If you want to become doctor, then you have to go to medical school, and they have some system, and they have to follow. Yesterday, Raji was telling, we went to a school to pick up his daughter. So he was saying that how they have a standard, the children, they get mark A, B, C, D. When they get F mark, means kadam, right? So they know the system. The kids, they know the system, their system. If I get, C or D, or if coming near the F means I am down, finished. Like that. So they are very careful not to do that thing. Same way, different places, we have to enforce the law differently. In India it's different, in the West it's different. But we all have to know how to impose the law. Because Prabhupada is a lawmaker. He has made the law for ISKCON. And if we are part of ISKCON, then we have to follow this thing. Like the system is there, you cannot come with shoes here in temple hall. Somebody said, why not? I can come to my kitchen, I can go to my house everywhere. Why can't I come here? That's the rule. If you want to come in temple, come without shoes, otherwise don't come. So you are the guardian of that law, whatever Prabhupada has said. So you have to make sure that rules, regulations are being followed. If not followed, then you get the 6% karma as a president. So you have to see that everything, you are the protector of the law. So sometimes the president, they become in popularity contents that, if I say somebody will become upset or this thing. No. We are not here for popularity content. We are here to say what is right. I love Jayata Swami Maharaj because he is a heart surgeon. He cuts it. He doesn't do malham patti. So wrong is wrong. I am his follower in that way. We don't need to chant extra Jai Jagannath or Ayasam Sundar or anything. In Mangalarti, chant Sansadavanal, Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna Mantra, bas. Another Jai Dhwani. Why is Jai Dhwani? Jai Dhwani is meant for that. In fact, this Juhu Dharma is Hare Krishna Mahamantra in Chaitanya Bhagavat. It describes very clearly. So if you have 100 rupee, $100 bill, then why you need 10, 15 separately? Everything is there. So if you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, everything is there. You don't need anything else. Period. Nothing extra required. If you get taste in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then you don't feel like chanting anything. They are the people who have no taste, so they want variety, different variety. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra is full of variegatedness. It depends on the chanter. It depends on our purity. So if you chant purely Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, and hear it very nicely. Otherwise, how did Rupa Goswami said, Tunda vatandavani bitanute tundavali labdhayet. Whenever I chant and the holy name starts dancing on my tongue, I feel like I have hundreds of thousands of tongues. And when it enters in my ear, I feel like 100,000 of ear. Because so much taste is there. It's unfortunate that we have not developed that even -1% that taste. So we should keep chanting and develop the taste. Not try, not this one, that one, not this one, that one. No. Life will end. And we have not decided what we want to do. So Prabhupada has given us. And he has not cheated us. He has given what is good for us for 10,000 years. Just let us do that. Okay? All right. So we stop here.